Hey guys, this is Jason with Ironborn Writer. Today I wanted to talk about these two helmets, the Simpson Outlaw Bandit and the Biltwell Lanesplitter. These are just my first impressions. I have not ridden with the helmet yet, but I did want to just talk a little bit about my impressions off the bat. The first thing I want to talk about is the price between these helmets. I believe the Lanesplitter goes for about $250. The Simpson Outlaw Bandit I think goes for about $450. So there's a difference of about $200 if my math is correct. Price is obviously going to be one of the big factors when you're purchasing, and especially if you're thinking about either of these helmets, there is a big price gap. This being $250 and this being $450. So I wanted to know, like, does the price justify the cost in this helmet, or can you get away with just something like this? Now, the Lanesplitter, I wasn't thinking about getting this one, although when I was first searching or just doing some research around this helmet, I was kind of debating between the two. I obviously ended up getting the Simpson helmet first. Once the Lanesplitter came up for sale on Revzilla, I had to grab it. Not only because I've wanted this helmet for a while, but I just wanted to do a video comparison between these two helmets. So I'm really glad that this came on sale. Otherwise, I think I would have just, obviously I have this as an Outlaw. They're very similar helmets. God, I picked it up for $150 on Revzilla. I think they only have a few colors left and a few sizes, but if you can still pick it up, yeah, I think that was a fantastic deal. So the first thing that I noticed is just the weight of this helmet. It's just a lot heavier than the Outlaw Bandit. I don't know the specs in terms of weight, so I'm going to list that here. You can just immediately notice the difference between the weight of this Lanesplitter and the Outlaw Bandit. The Outlaw Bandit is way lighter. The third difference that I noticed with the Lanesplitter is the quality. I don't know if quality is quite the right word. Yeah, maybe you can say quality, but Biltwell Lanesplitter visor is much thinner, and you can just kind of tell. Now, I do have the chrome version, but even with the clear visor, you can't really see it very well on this video, but it is a lot thicker. You can just kind of sense the quality difference. This feels somewhat flimsy. I mean, don't get me wrong, totally serviceable, totally usable for riding around. Man, when you get this visor from Simpson, it's just much thicker. It doesn't seem like it's going to shatter at all, and it's just a lot sturdier. So we'll do that here. It just feels kind of flimsy. There's no markers for where the visor should stop. It's already kind of bending. Don't want to bend it too much. So there's another difference there. I'll have to give another point to Simpson Outlaw. Alright, so next, I tried both these helmets on. I've ridden with the Outlaw Bandit. I have not ridden with the Lanesplitter yet, but I have tried it on, and I'll try it on for you guys in a second. The comfort, just in terms of the way that the liners feel on your face, and the way that the helmet fits on your head overall, I'll have to give another point to Simpson. I don't know how to describe it, but just immediately when you put your head inside the Simpson Outlaw Bandit, it just feels much nicer. It's a lot more comfortable. It fits at least my head much better than the Lanesplitter. I feel like the Lanesplitter is maybe an intermediate oval shape, if you guys can see that there. And yeah, let me show you the inside of this helmet. It's pretty typical Biltwell stuff, and it all kind of feels the same. But the liners on the Simpson just a lot softer. There's more of it. There's more cushioning, more foam. There's also this nice little leather liner for the neck area. Yeah, it just fits my head much better. So, Alright. Next, I told you guys I haven't ridden with this helmet yet, but I'm just going to say I think the ventilation is going to be quite similar, although the Biltwell has this little exhaust in the back for the airflow, whereas Simpson has nothing there. But I imagine the airflow will probably be the same, and in terms of noise, for that reason, it'll probably be the same as well. I guess also if you want to talk about just the safety ratings, I believe the Lanesplitter is DOT ECE, whereas the Biltwell is DOT and Snell. Another point for the Outlaw Bandit. So one of the reasons why I picked the Simpson Outlaw Bandit is it's the aesthetics, the overall aesthetics. So when you have the lane splitter here, I think they did a really good job. I just didn't like how the visor sloped in with the nose piece or the mouthpiece like that. It just protrudes too much. Simpson Outlaw. It's not drastic, but there is a difference. And I think when you wear the helmet, you can kind of tell. All right, so I'll put the helmets on just so you guys can see. I'll say, yeah, the comfort is just not there when you're putting on the helmet and not taking it off. All right, Simpson Outlaw. Oh yeah, much better. When you're putting the helmet on and off, or taking it off, you can just tell this is much smoother on entry. The comfort is there for the Simpson Outlaw Bandit. I'm not saying that this is uncomfortable, but when you're comparing them side by side, you can really tell the difference. The one last note of difference I'll say is, the unique design features. For the most part, I think these are very similar, but I really am a strong believer in these like little aerodynamic, what do you call them? Little forehead chin things. It's supposed to help you keep stable. I think little considerations like that make this helmet a little bit pricier than the Biltwell Lanesplitter. All right, so there you have it. I think those are the main points that I wanted to cover. In terms of comfort, the overall quality, like the visor and the liners, the design considerations, the safety ratings. I think those all lead to a more expensive helmet, which, to be honest with you, totally worth it for the Simpson helmet. The looks alone, I think, just kind of does it for me. Although you could argue that they look similar, but just that little thing, man, it just pops out too much. If this was taken back maybe a quarter of an inch, half an inch, Biltwell could have done something really amazing here. So that's it. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed. All right, thanks. Check you guys next time.